Don't ask me what time it is. I don't know. I don't care. Well, you know the story. God is my Father and the only one. And you do have many fathers and gods and all that kind of bull, right? I only do have one. And he's the only one. And this is forever. I'm your unknown prophet. I want to talk about, I'm watching a movie right now. Other Life, it called. Other Life. And I hear these people say that the human beings only use 10%. And it do not fit. Because God told me 5%. The human beings only use 5%. So folks, you know little. Almost nothing. 5% from 100 is not that much, right? You can start to use 100 if you do walk with God. And 95 if you do walk with the devil. Because my Father is 5% more wise than the devil himself. You understand? So the devil is very clever, but never really become more clever than God himself. And I do use everything what God did give me. Also all the percent I did get. I use, folks. I use it against you and I use it to warn you. I do not use it to be against God. Or to know more than God. You know? I am not that person, I never will be. But the possibilities for me are standing wide open. You know, folks, I saw this Other Life thing, and then you see people start to travel while they are not awake. They go in some kind of state, you know, in some kind of dream state. And then I think, you people, you don't know how really to travel. Because traveling, like I do, you only can do it with God himself. And no one else can make this happen. While you are in your bed and start to go. And you see yourself go. You walk out of the door and you step into another world. And you will think, whoa, man. And you are on your bed. You understand? But you also do understand that you did go in some kind of way into a person what is already there or something, you know. I don't know how this is possible. I think I go from my spirit into another body or something. Or else I cannot declare how it is possible. But yeah, God only knows. But I think it will go like that, that I go into another body and that I see through that eyes or something. Or I really go into God and I see it through God's eyes. But I see myself walking, you understand? So that's why I think maybe I will go into another person, what is there already, and that I will see it through his or her eyes. I just don't know how this is possible. It's too high to understand. But it's me who go there. You understand? It's only me. I see myself, folks. I know that it is me who see all the things. So if I go into another person, it's still me, but in another person. But me is laying here in my bed and listening what is happening here, so that I can directly stand up if there's something going on, or a burglar, or I don't know, a thief, or a fighting, or, I will stand up out of my vision, and then the vision will break. You understand? But sometimes I break the vision, and then I still see it. And then I'm walking to my room because there is something going on outside, but still I see the vision go on, But I'm also outside to watching and talking with people, not to fight, and but still I see those things. So then it will become very difficult to understand what is happening with me. And when this did start to happen for the first time, folks, I become crazy almost. I thought, man, what is this? Well, I did give it a name, an open vision. I call it an open vision. This is when you are walking on the street and it's dark, But you still are when you are in traffic or something, and dangerous things around you, what can hit you. But still you do have this vision thing. But also, I do have the eyes and the ears to understand that I need to watch out because I'm in dangerous traffic. It's and this is using your brains, folks. And you can do this only, as long as I know, with God. Or else you must be with the devil. Then you also do have open possibilities. But these are the wrong possibilities. And they are all open. And they are many to go wrong. So, but this is what did happen many times to me, And I'm really traveling. I'm traveling, but I am still here on my bed, and well, if it happens, it starts to happen, folks, and I start to see through the eyes. I see now my room. I go into another something, another story. But I also see my room. You understand? I do understand that I'm still here. And I'm not here. I'm far gone. And I can break the vision anytime. If I don't want to see it anymore, then I stop. And it will take a while before I will get another vision. Because it will not happen whenever I ask for it. Ask for it, you understand? So it's a little bit difficult to explain and more difficult to understand, folks, because what's happening is real. And I told you about there was a pilot and there was an old man who was playing with the ball. And young people did take the ball from this old man, and the ball did roll over the way. And there is where the pilot did start. I was watching the thing and I saw the old man taking the ball. And then all the cars needed to stop. And then there was a big pileup with many dead people. And all this thing did go through me. I saw this thing and I thought, man, I am in the middle of a pileup and all the cars what could hit me did hit me. But I did feel nothing because it did go through me. But I was there, folks. I saw this happening for real. But I was on my bed. Can you explain how this is possible? And then I see this kind of movie like Other Life, or you got more of that kind of movies, you know, that they will go into another body and all that kind of thing. And they need medicines for it to get this. But I did not need any medicine to come that far. God is my medicine. You understand? And I tell you exactly what did happen with me and happening with me and all the time, you know. But the visions will not come that much anymore. But it will come more when it is needed. We are in the middle of the story, folks, and on the end you will understand that it will be the last page. And we children of heaven can close the book. Finally, we will find rest. Now we are restless. I can say, I'm restless because of you. And you will become more restless than me. That's why I'm restless. Because you will become more restless than me. That is not good. So I'm gonna watch this Other Life movie because it reminds me exactly on things, but I don't need any medicine to come that far. You know? Yeah, people can get it with hashish or weed or heroin, cocaine, or the drinking thing, you know, or other medicine, you know. I need nothing. I can go in a vision when God say, it is time to get a vision. And then I'm there, folks. I'm completely there. I also been in the devil's place. You understand? And I can tell you for sure it was not hell. This was not hell. You people see hell like fire. But I saw hell on earth. And this got everything to do with the lake of fire and with the fire. And water with fire. I saw rain coming out of the air with fire. But this is on the end. This is not now and not tomorrow. This will be on the end. Also, when my Father God comes, it will be on the end. In that time when God comes, there is not many flesh left. You all almost did die. Only for the smart people, they will stay alive. But they need to be more smart than the fastest thinking people we do have a problem with. And that are the demonized people. And I know, folks, I say fast because for me it feels like fast is better than fast. You know? I know it is fast, but I always say fast because it sounds more quickly than fast. But I don't need any stuff, folks, to come a dreamer like that. I get it or I don't get it. Then I will wait till it comes back. You know, I will not ask my Father, can you give me a vision? Can you give me a dream? But every night when I go to sleep, then I say, I hope that I get good dreams. You know, because many times I get dreams about demons and all that kind of shit. I don't need that kind of dreams. But, hey, it's in the packets. It has to be there. This demon and this devil, demons and the devil, it has to be there. All the spooky things and all the ugly stories, I get it all. And I do understand it's part of this world. And it's part in of you. And it's part of you. And if it is not part of you, it will be. But I do understand that it is all in the package. It's God I did get, and also the devil did come with it. I do understand that this can be my downfall, very easy. But I'm not that stupid, folks. I use my eyes and my ears. I use my mind. And I'm a very fast thinker. Very fast thinker. So before it comes, I did learn already. It's coming. And it's the same with this earthquake, folks. I saw this earthquake, it did come on the radio, on TV and all that kind of things. It was a cozy town. It was a sleepy town. But it was a very warm town, you know. People do love each other there, and every evening they do have party time on a normal way, you know. Talking with each other, going over floors by each other and all that kind of things. You know, nice things. Cozy, beautiful, nice, warm. things happening there. And this is where I was, and I think it was somewhere in Israel or something, but I'm not sure. But then suddenly this disturbing thing did come. Someone did hear on the radio that there was a big earthquake coming. And then the TVs go on, and then it was on TV and, on the internet everywhere. And then it directly also did become dark and started to thunder, rain, everything, hail. And then this earthquake did start. But in that time I was gone already. But again, folks, I was in someone there in that cozy town, Or I was in God, or I was in someone, and I think I was not in God, but in someone who lived there. Or else I cannot explain how it is possible that I see those things with my own eyes, and the feeling that it is me who see all those things, and me who is there on the moment it starts to happen. And this was with the pile-up, and it was with many things. I was underwater, I was drowning, and I saw many people with me, and they all did die, and they are all on the bottom of the water, of the sea, And then I did come back. But I saw it. On the moment, I was drowning into the water. So it's not such a pleasure thing. What did happen? And for me, I was drowning on that moment, folks, when I saw it. I did not think, you know what, man, I'm going to swim. I'm going to swim and look into the sea. No. No, I did have a big problem. I was drowning on the moment. And I saw dead people. They did go out of the water and did go into the air. And when I did come out of this vision, I also saw people in my room staring at me in yellow jackets, rain jackets. These people did die, And these are terrible things, folks. If you see this, I think you will become crazy. And these are the things I get, It's the most terrible things you ever will see for your eyes. You will see many dead people. Now, I did go into my shower and I saw a boy, and he was standing in my window, and I told him, "I don't mess up anything." And he told me, "No, it's okay." So I did have a talk with this guy. It was a young boy. Maybe he was 14 or 13 years old. I saw many dead people, folks. And they never did find God. They did go not the way how I will go to God. I know the way, so I know when someone goes wrong. They will never find the way if they don't know the way. This is how easy it is. And this is what is happening all over the world on the moment. They die and do not know the way. And I told my Father God, help them because they don't know the way, they go the wrong way. But God say, yeah, it's their choice, my son. I can do nothing about it. I did give them the choice. And I told my Father God, yes, that's true. So I can never tell my Father again, Father God, help them because they go the wrong way. I did say it once. But to you people, I say it all the time. I can tell this only to my Father once. I did get the answer. And I do that the answer is standing for always. When God says something, it's for always. You don't have to ask it twice or because one time the right answer is enough for you folks. So for me also, definitely for me, I will never ask twice. I will not do it. Because I already know the answer. And God will say nothing anymore. In one thing you ask, He will give you the answer. But if you ask 2 times, He will be still. He say nothing. Because you know the answer already. But God is no, no, and yes, yes. And there is no again. There is only one time with God in anything you speak. One time. Understand? I say to Father God, I love you, and Father God told me once, I love you. You are my son, I love you. Once. And I say it every day. And sometimes God comes to me and He gives me a face like, man, do you need to say it all the time? I know that you love me. You told me, so I know. But this is what you people need all the time, folks. You need to tell each other that you love each other, I did go with a girl and I told her one time, I love you. And then I never did talk about it again. And then she told me, why don't you say that you love me? I told her, you know I love you. I told you, I love you. But for the girl it was not enough. I did not understand. Then I do understand God much better. It's like this. I say hi to all the people. Hi. To all the people in this world. Do understand, if you never hear it again, that I did say it already. One time hi is more than enough. I don't have to speak the same thing again. It's not my thing. I don't like it, folks. So I don't like how you people speak all the time. You understand? It's not my language. I just do not understand. I say the things once and you will understand, or you don't. And if you don't understand, yeah, you definitely will go wrong. But that's up to you, folks. This is when you start to walk with God. It's a different world. It's a different language, and it's a different way of life, and it's different thinking, seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, learning. Walking. You get different things. And these things are not known by the people. So I explain how it will go next to my Father God. Because there we do not even talk. Understand? We just listen. And definitely for now we do listen. We do not talk. We just listen. And we do the things God asks of us. And folks, we are with many. But these many do not exist in this world. But in time, you will understand. Like I told you, we are with many. These many do not exist on earth. Seven billion people is nothing, folks. This is just a little world. You need to see God's world to understand what is big and what is many. And God's world is in the star. No, not on a planet. But I can tell you, folks, a star is much more big than a planet. And if you saw the biggest star, like never before, then you will understand that this is the place of God. Heaven is on a star. The biggest star ever exists. This is where my Father do live. And you know why? I can explain easy. When God did show me, when everything did start, it was dark. There was nothing. Then I saw a big explosion. And then I saw God. And God saw that there was nothing. Only God. So I saw God making the stars. And one special big star. Because he needed light. it was dark. And this is how God did create a star he started to live on, in, around, or whatever. And this will be the biggest star. What do exist? And this is where God do live. Folks, if you go to your room and you need light, you will make light, right? It's with God the same thing. God did come and did go to a room, there was no light. So God started to make light. It's the first thing he did do in the dark. He created light, of course. You cannot work in the dark. You need to see what you do. So God did created stars, light. And when you can come close to a star, then it's like the sunshine. So it's a very big, hard light. And you will think, oh man, we see the stars every day. It's little. Yeah, because it's more far away. That's why it is little. We don't understand how far it is away. So do understand how big a star is. And definitely the biggest star. So God do have light from starlight. He did make the moon. That is your light. That's not the light for God, but the light for you. You understand? The sunlight, God did not create for himself, but he did create for you. You need these two things. And all the things I'm telling you comes from my Father and only my Father. But the stars belong to my Father. All the stars. So the stars who are on the planet right now also belong to my Father. So folks, this is about the movie Other Life. And I thought, whoa man, you need medicines to go that far. And I need nothing. Yeah, God. God did make this happen for me. and he don't use anything. Not that he will come with, that he will say, hey, my son, you need this medicine or else I cannot help you. Now, God did touch me and I did go and rest on my bed and it started directly. You know, I was standing in my room, I was like standing like stone, like ice, and I could not walk any further. And the only thing I could do is follow my bed, go back to my bed. That was the only way. And then I directly, and I did not understand, I directly did ask, who are you? What is this? And why is this happening to me? And then I started to ask myself, will I become crazy or sick? But then directly the vision thing did start. And then I start to understand, wow, this is really what he say. He is God. But in the beginning, folks, I did not go for this. Definitely no way. Someone who come to you and will say, yeah, I'm your father and you are my son. Yeah, okay. It's good for you. But why? Tell me again. So then the vision did start. And then another vision and another vision. I did get 3 visions. And it did fit into each other. It was a story in 3 parts, but belong together, you know? Like a movie in 3 parts. The beginning, the middle, and the end. And that's what I saw. I saw the beginning, the middle, and the end. And God did show me very well. I thought I was in the movie 2012. And I told my Father God, yeah, Father God, I know that movie. He told me, yeah. But this is not a movie. This what you see is real. And I told my Father God, now that is not possible. You cannot mean this. And God told me, here. And he did throw me back to earth. He threw me. And I was standing in the middle of America and I saw, wow, what I saw, folks, was really the most terrible thing you ever can see. This got nothing to do with war or everything. This was completely a destroying world. With blood and bones and everything what belongs to it. The most terrible things you ever can see was that thing I did see. And then I told my Father God, take me away from here. I understand. But God did not take me away. And then I started to decide to go out of the vision. That's the only thing I could do. I could go look much more further or stepping out of the vision. So I did step out of the vision. And then the vision directly did stop because this was the most difficult vision for me ever to see. That this planet will be destroyed by the devil, the demons. But in the first place, by you, folks. You will be that destroyer. Yes, you who listen right now. You will be the destroyer of this. Without stupid people, it never will happen. So folks, these are stories, and you know, in the beginning I never did understand how it was even possible that I did get this. But now I do understand that I did get this, and it's very real, you know. And people will think, oh man, this guy, listen to him, man, he is crazy already. You know? I am not that crazy, folks. I am telling you really the truth. I'm not crazy at all. I'm talking about the war. People start to laugh. Are they still living? No. But the world will be destroyed by you people. Will you laugh now? Yes. You know why? It's like the beginning with the war I did thought. No one ever want to go for this. But now they're starting to think, hey, the Pope is saying this, and we go for the Pope. Well, that's what you people are. Wrong people who go and make the wrong choices. And the wrong choices are everywhere. And the right choice is only one. And that's the one you always need to find. If you will survive this thing when I saw, you better start to find it. And the only person who can make everything real, who can make everything happen, is God my Father. And the wrong things in life, what can make real and will start to happen, that's the devil. And his companions. And watch out, folks. They are with legions. They are with many. And you cannot win. 5% against 95? No, folks. No. Not one of you gonna stand. No. It's not possible to win this. So I start to bring you some knowledge, because this is what you need. You need the knowledge to understand what I'm talking about. Spiritual, you need to be ready for these spirits to come, or they will gonna kick your ass. But folks, spiritual, you are not ready. You definitely gonna lose. 5% and 95 for these people who are against you. I'd like to know who will stand, who will still stand on the end when we start to close the book. I think there will be not almost no flesh left, but no flesh left. Not one person gonna make it. So that's why you do have only one choice, folks. Start to be with God. Go into Jesus Christ. Start to be with God. Go into Jesus Christ. Go into Jesus Christ. Go into Him. Follow His lead. See through His eyes. Hear with His ears. Understand the knowledge of Jesus. Become like Jesus Christ. You all who will survive this need to do this. Go into Jesus Christ. He is the only person who can save you and lead you to the way He will walk. And He really do know the way. And Jesus is not me, folks. For I tell you, I am not God. Go into Jesus Christ and save yourself. Don't go to churches or out of the Bible or believe. No. Go with Jesus out of yourself. No one ever did ask you to go to church or reading from the Bible or whatever, or start to believe. You do not believe in my Father. I'm telling you, folks, you do not believe in my Father. My Father don't like when you say this to my Father. I believe in you. My Father will say, so you do not trust me. Go away. I'm telling you, folks. This language you need to understand from God. I trust in you, Father God, and Father God will say, what, do you not trust me? Because that's what you say on the moment. I trust in you. You know, in some kind of way, God started to think, also you do not trust me. Or else the words do not exist. You be with God, or you don't be with God. That's it. You will be with Jesus, or you will not be with Jesus. That's it. One choice. One choice is always the good choice. But here in this world you do have two choices. Be with the devil or be with God. And Jesus was alone. You need to go into Jesus Christ. These other people are with legions. You need to go into these legions of people to be with the devil. But Jesus was alone. He did have no one else. But these people who are with the devil, they are with many. And easy, the most easiest way I ever saw to go with them. And that's what they want. Don't do this. Don't make the wrong choices, folks. I won. These are the people you don't want to walk with. I know what I saw. do not forget what I saw. But you won't forget what I saw, because what I saw is what I will see again.